Well, Patricia, thank you so much for joining me in the RV here, the Bella's crib as we call it. What do you think?
Very nice, very nice. Got a nice air condition.
Yeah, and we now have an audience of Mighty Molar behind it. So now you've got it. It seems very professional, doesn't it?
Very professional.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's I can only stay in that costume for maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then it's like it's a little bit too much. But they did get me running around the parking lot, and I was giving little waves to people. But Patricia,
Probably helped drive the appointments, the last few appointments.
that's right. Well, I think you did most of the heavy lifting. I mean, you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
You said that it was. I mean, we probably were only 50% booked up for a couple of the days,
Yes.
and then there was only like a couple of appointments empty left.
Yeah.
So you knocked it out. Now you told me earlier that you've been with AT&T for 20 years. Wow. So do you feel like you know everybody?
Oh,
Or
I feel
is
like it sometimes,
yeah.
but then there's a lot of people that come and go.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
There's no way you know everyone.
Yeah. And have you been with AT&T at this particular site for that entire duration?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you've been
Down at Linux, at the other
okay.
campus.
Okay.
And here. Yeah.
And there. Okay. Both. But never in another state or. Okay. Because when you say you were from Houston, I thought maybe you might have started down there.
Well,
Okay. You didn't by chance work for, what is it, SLB? Did you? Did you know that company, SLB? It's like I guess I think they do all like the pipes and stuff. It's like one of the largest companies but they're like they're one of our clients as well.
okay.
And
I worked for a piping company, but it was North Star Steel, which
Okay.
was a division of Cardale
Okay. Okay.
at one time
Okay.
when I first started out.
How did you like that?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was just more like generalist type HR stuff.
And a few years ago, since you've been 20 years with AT&T, quite a change, I suppose.
Right.
So, but you've always been in the HR field, like HR benefits.
I've done a little bit of compensation and a little bit of HR generalist, but I love benefits.
That's good.
Yeah.
And is that what you thought you wanted to get into?
Well,
Like way back when? And
I wanted to be a weather girl. Like I started off
Really?
in radio television. I always wanted to be in the weather meteorologist.
Yeah.
Changed my degree.
you said did you actually have a couple positions doing like the weather person?
I started college.
Oh, you
When I
started college.
I started off in a
Okay.
radio television.
Okay.
University of Houston.
Well, and Houston has some good weather down there. So actually, I listened to a podcast a long time ago about Houston. Over 35% of the city is parking alone. Like just if something is this podcast was talking about how dominant, obviously, in the U.S. people are with their cars, and having that. But if you think about all the space of a city, a third of the entire city was just to be able to park cars.
Yeah.
So I guess that's good for the not sad for the oil and gas.
Right. That's true.
But yeah.
That's true.
But your whole family's from Houston, and now you made the move up to the Atlanta metropolitan area, and in so many years, you've probably seen quite a lot change here.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, it's the traffic and the roads here are crazy. I feel like it's the only place I get into actual car wrecks is Atlanta. But I think it's better if you. Well, actually, what is it? Highway 400. They were doing massive construction for the longest time, and it looks like is it all done now?
Well, they're getting ready to start it up.
On that same, they just widened it.
Right. Now they're going to make
Okay.
down the Sandy Springs where MARTA is.
Yeah.
Way up to
Okay, like how they have on 75. Yeah, my brother-in-law had one of those things where you just jump on that and you feel like you're the VIP.
It's like a 19-mile
stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just fly by as everybody's just bumper to bumper. Right. So, well, you like I said, you booked up the schedule, and I know we talked a little bit about what you do for AT&T and on the benefit side. So you're doing the dental, obviously getting this going, and also for the vision?
I do vision pop-ups on the vision side as well.
And for everything, not just this location, but for other sites as well?
Right.
Okay.
Right, yes.
Yeah. So do you find, I mean, dental does dental seem a little bit more complex than the vision, or is it just maybe because I've been in dental for so long?
To book appointments, yes. Like people are a little more frightened to go get their teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
I can sell out a vision pop-up within an hour.
Yeah.
Appointments very quickly.
Yeah.
But the dental it's a little harder to fill the appointment.
But I guess it kind of makes sense because, it's a more personal, well, I don't know, I mean, people are messing with your eyes, but definitely I guess it being in your mouth and getting a cleaning, it makes more sense that people will be a little bit more hesitant. They want to know a little bit more from just getting their teeth cleaned.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I know we do a lot of different services, and maybe it's just because of my history of dentals where I started, is that I've always thought dental was a little bit more complex. That's probably, I'm just biased with it. But yeah, if we're doing like sleep or nutrition, you're not going to have that same kind of people want. Obviously, they're curious. Hey, I want to talk to a nutritionist. That's pretty easy. So, okay, so from the Alpharetta perspective, I love it up here. Like I told you, I worked with companies like Jackson Healthcare in the neighborhood, but this is a fantastic area. I mean, I feel like it's very well maintained and it's safe and all that. I mean, how have you felt living here? Is it you?
It's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. Think you'll stay here forever, or would it, like, for retirement, would you go somewhere south or in the mountains, or no, you want to be here? It does snow down here every once in a while.
Once in a while.
I don't know. I don't think that people in Atlanta know what to do when it actually does snow.
Right.
That's a whole different ball game.
That's a different ball game. Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
and are you? I suppose. Do you get back to like Atlanta, the city, or to go see the ball games at the Braves or whatever? I mean, do you take advantage of all this major metropolitan?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's easy to get around if you're not, in the midst of traffic, but
Yeah.
But it is. It's very nice.
Well, and I had a couple years where I got to know Marietta, but I think for a year and a half of those 2 years, I didn't have a car. So all I really knew, I would be flying in and flying out. So just getting an Uber from the airport to Marietta,
Right.
and I knew the Marietta Square really well. That
Yeah.
whatever is that
Yep.
half-mile block of whatever it is. That's about it. But now, I mean, I do. The other, what was it? A couple weeks ago, not a couple months ago, one of our partners at WTW, Willis Towers Watson, we went and had lunch at the Botanical Gardens. Have you been there?
I have not had a chance.
I highly recommend
I have
it.
on my list.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I feel special because I've actually been, and you've been here 20 years and you haven't. So, but it was amazing. I mean, really, really amazing. And my wife and even Isabella, who you've met.
Yeah, beautiful family.
Thank you. They loved it too. So that was my most recent excursion to the Atlanta area.
You get to go during the tulip season with all the tulips.
I did not. Actually, I have to say, I don't even know when the tulip season. I went April 25th. Okay. I know it was the day I was there because it was my birthday. Might have missed it.
Right. In April, but I'm wondering if it was a little bit. Maybe you were a little bit early.
All I remember is
might have been a little bit early.
Maybe I was, but Eddie from WTW, who kind of took me around to see it. He was showing me the what is it? That they have these, like a Venus flytrap.
Oh yeah.
But they have these. They look like almost like a pitcher. I think they're called like pitcher flowers. But really, what it is if something goes into this pitcher, as it looks exactly like a little pitcher. Of course, it'll close. It has like sap at the bottom of it, and it will close out. So it's like what you would envision of
a Venus
flytrap.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was called, but that was the thing that caught my interest. I was like, oh, they're so pretty, but yeah,
kind of dangerous.
It's kind of dangerous. Don't put your finger there. Yeah. So
the wasp over there.
Right. It's something like a wasp for sure. Not. Yeah. But yeah. Well, so I always like to ask this, since this is, I guess, between Lenox and Alpharetta. This is the first event that Access Care has been able to support your health initiative. Anything, I like to get the good, the bad, the ugly. Is there anything that's good, bad, and say, hey, Joshua, you got to work on this? Anything? I mean, the purpose is for us to get better at what we do. Anything that you could think of from the last week and a half that you liked, that you didn't like, that things that Joshua could do better?
I think it all went very well.
Good.
Everything went off pretty much without a hitch. Yeah. There was not anything that issues with. Okay. Everything started on time. All the appointments, nobody got behind.
Yeah.
It seemed like, and all the feedback that I heard from folks was very good. So
good.
Everybody seemed to enjoy their experience, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And so if I can get people in here and get their appointments, make it convenient, they don't have to lose their parking spot.
Yep.
I think that's great.
and they're getting, well, I mean, if they go to any dentist, they get some little bit of rewards to make sure they get a little incentive to be proactive on their health care. So you're making convenient, obviously accessible, and it's rewarding. So, and they're gonna hopefully be paying more attention to their overall health, oral to overall health. I should say we're not done yet, so I'm gonna just knock on wood here, because first you say it, next thing you know, something happens. But anything that moves, or any like logistics company like this, you have issues. But nothing like you're like, I think you could work on, or that better experience.
No, I mean, y'all kept in contact with us from day one as far as logistics, what was going to happen. Everybody stayed in contact with us on the percentages, that where we were at each day. And I think that's awesome. It's not like I had to ask for anything.
Good.
That's fabulous. I appreciate that.
Well, we're trying to make it as turnkey as possible. I mean, I would say though, if you ever want a position to promote dentistry, you got it. Because from Lennox, same thing. There was a good number of people that that they were unaware.
2 days of appointments. Yeah. That was it at each place.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my.
But I should say it's somewhat normal. We were talking about earlier is that when you're so accessible, sometimes people say, "Oh, I'll just make the appointment at the last minute." So it's like if you're not already a kind of a planner type person, then the people that need it the most, they're probably going to wait till it's right there in front of them.
Right.
And say, "Oh yeah, I'll get it taken care of." And
yes.
I mean, I certainly have heard a lot of people come out and say, it's like, "Oh, they weren't aware." So yeah, let's get it booked in. And I think I told you earlier. There's some people that it's a special bond that they have to have with their dentist. They go through a lot of changes of trying to find the right one. And our thing is as we said, just try and make it a good experience. That's the biggest thing. It's just educate them, try and give them a little bit of information so they can take care of themselves better. But at the end of the day, it's make it accessible, make it a good service, and obviously to the decision makers and the stakeholders that are seeing how this thing rolls out.
Definitely.
Well, that's all my questions for you. Do you have any questions for me, or did I miss anything important?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, I do have one question.
Okay.
How do y'all live in the van week to week to week?
So what my wife and I and our new baby, we obviously we live in Dubai half the time. And then I used to have a place in Marietta. And so for those who don't know, we decided, hey, for the next 5 months, we're going to just see America, come out to the events, meet great people like yourself and all your teammates. And really the value for me now for the company is just to be the kind of evangelist of what we do. So I'm thankful I have great teammates that keep up the good communications, that are planning the logistics. So for me, it was like, okay, I can, have my cake and eat it too. I could see a little bit of America and also have an ability to go out for work. Nice. But how is it to live on the road? Okay, that's a good question. So I'm sure I could speak for my wife, myself, is that the first couple of weeks there was an adjustment phase, right? And so there was a little bit of friction. I'd say a little bit, maybe there was a lot, but we kind of got used to it, of being in a smaller space. And also, the good thing about it is that if we're going to have the pod here during the events, that gives us a little bit of time to go to a nearby hotel and relax and get more space. But actually, even with that being said, even having those breaks, we went for, I'd say it was a solid 3 weeks where we were traveling like every day. We do probably an average of 3 to 4 hours of a drive.
Wow.
And so we were doing that pretty consistently. And then we get like maybe 2 or 3 days and just relax at a location and be at one. But nice. I love it. I mean, I honestly love it. You'll have to ask Batul when you see her. Isabella's not really in word formation yet, but you could ask her too.
I love it.
But I mean, we did, in that 3.5 weeks, we did almost, I think it was 4,000 miles. Yeah. And we have kind of keeping track of course, well, thanks to our mobile phones, they're tracking us everywhere we go. But it's been actually great. I mean, we've been from, Austin, Texas, up to I think it was 3 miles to the Canadian border in Vermont, and then a lot of places in between, both up and back, and all the way back down. And we haven't even scratched the surface of what there is to see in the U.S. So we'll do this, I think, through Patul. She's got her green card, but then she has to do like an extension of the green card. So so we have to be here till I think early November.
Oh, wow.
And it's not even like it's an interview, but she wants to be here in person. And then we're either going to go back to Dubai, or we're thinking about going to the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
So we got an office in the Philippines, and
Yep.
and so how is it? It's an adjustment. I guess the short answer is an adjustment, but I don't think it takes that much, because you really realize, of course, you don't need that much to be. I mean, you don't
You're
need.
just thankful for everything you have too.
Yeah. I mean, Isabella's not going to remember anything, right? I mean, she's a baby, but like Batul has never seen most of America, so she'll say she's been to 35 states. I mean, if you fly through a state, that doesn't count, right? You actually have to, boots on ground and see something of it. So she'll see a lot more of it. So I think it'll be fun.
Fun.
I probably gave you more information than you want, but the audience knows I'm that way. We've gone through hours of conversations about benefits and healthcare.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Patricia. Tomorrow we got a little bit of festivities, and then we'll see how the rest of the week goes, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of you.
Sounds great.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you so much. All right. Perfect.